Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel and happy new year. Yeah, this is the first video of the year that I've recorded and done, and this is, well, we're in the middle of March. I can't explain why. I finally have time to do videos. Upload schedule is going to be a bit wonky, a bit all over the place, but over time I'm sure I can find a rhythm to try and get videos out. But well, welcome back to Battle of the Beast All Generation episode number 100 at the big 100, and we're still in round 2. This is fantastic. Right. Anyway, so we're going to go straight into introducing the beasts, representing series 1, where it all began. The killer of Shamani, the Raging Flame. In round 1, we have Sepron, the Sea Serpent. And representing Series 8, the Pirate King, the killer of Quagos, the Armored Beetle. In round 1, we have Balisk, the Water Snake. So, with these two water-themed serpent beasts, they're both alright. I know which one I prefer more, can't say because biased reasons, but is from previous videos we already know which one I prefer more. But I forgot to prepare the stat department up, so let me just go into the Holy Bible of Beast Quest. And yeah, we'll go straight into the stats, starting with Sepron the Sea Serpent. Sepron guards the Western Ocean, keeping Avantia's fishing boats safe from storms and patrolling the depths right down to the seabed. His eyes are pale and his body is covered in green scales that glimmer of every colour of the rainbow when the sun hits them. Special fact, Sepron can create tidal waves with a swish of his tail. Cute. Age 261, power 184, magic level 176, fright factor 83, and size is 300. So you're a big boy, aren't you? Okay, powers and abilities. We've got underwater breathing, tidal wave generation, which I've already mentioned, natural weaponry, constriction, water breath. Yeah, he can shoot out water from his mouth, as seen when he and the other good beasts contribute. Okay, yeah. So he can shoot out water from his mouth. So, okay, didn't know that. Enhanced durability and speed swimming. Weaknesses are enchantments, durability limits, and water requirements. Okay, so not bad. Right, now let's go to Balisk. At least I know whereabouts in the book he should be. I believe he's the first beast alphabetically beginning with the letter B. Yeah, he is. Okay. One of the beasts conjured by Sampaio, the Pirate King, Balisk lurks in the Western Ocean. His long, powerful body is covered in tough scales, and his fins have sharp claws. Dagger-sharp fangs fill his gaping mouth. Special fact, Tom used one of Balisk's claws like a boomerang. Age 278, power 237, magic level 171, fright factor 90, and size is 333. So if I thought Sepron was a big boy, you're a bigger boy. Okay. Powers and abilities, underwater breathing, splitting and fusionism. He can split into two forms, one of which can fly, and the other one can swim. Natural weaponry and flight. Okay. Weaknesses is the stripe on its back. Balisk's weak spot is the black stripe going down his back, which, if stabbed, makes him melt away and die. That's such a vulnerable weakness, though, for such an awesome beast. Jesus Christ, what was that? No, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I'm not home alone this time, so I don't need to worry about that, do I? No? Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to double check something. Yeah, nothing I need to worry about. Anyway, with this being said, Sepron versus Balisk. Let's get into this. So, the battlefield in the combat arena will obviously be the flooded one, because when is it not? So two water beasts fighting in the flooded combat arena. As the chamber doors open, both the beasts swim out into the barely visible depths of the combat arena. They circle the arena trying to see who their opponent is, getting a very clear impression that if the arena's flooded, then they are fighting a water beast. What Balisk does is that he splits into two, and his second version goes flying above the arena to get a bird's eye view, whilst the underwater version stays low, trying to look up, try and find where his opponent may be. For beasts as big as Sepron, you'd think Sepron would be noticeable, but Sepron's able to kind of camouflage into the darkness of the depths, let's say. Balisk senses some movement a little bit above him, where he shoots upwards and bites onto Sepron's body. Sepron roars in anger and, as quickly as he could, wraps himself around Balisk and starts swimming upwards to get a good view of his opponent. They make immediate eye contact, and Sepron and Balisk's eyes widen in shock as they realise they've met before. For context, they fought each other in, well, Balisk. Sepron immediately has a flame inside of him ignite in more anger than ever, remembering what happened in the last battle they did. So he constricts Balisk even tighter and bites down onto his side, whilst Balisk is wrapping himself around Sepron as well, and using his fins to pierce his scales, but also peel them away. As they're up towards the surface, the flying version of Balisk comes down, bites onto Sepron's tail, and starts pulling him upwards. Sepron releases his grip off the water Balisk and starts swimming downwards to try and pull the flying Balisk in. But the water Balisk goes underneath Sepron, bites down onto his neck, and starts pulling him upwards as well to try and lift him out of the water, let's say. Sepron is struggling, trying to just yank himself away, but it doesn't seem to be working. Balisk's grip on his neck and tail is too strong. Trying to continue this now. Thinking, right, yeah. And Balisk then is using his fins to try and tear away at his scales, really, but also trying to tear away at his neck as well, whilst the flying Balisk is still trying to pull him backwards. Sepron is still trying to pull forwards, in which Balisk, the water Balisk, wraps himself around Sepron's neck and starts constricting his neck, covering up his gills as well. Sepron is struggling to breathe, and he can feel himself getting more exhausted as the more energy he puts into trying to escape, he's getting more exhausted. The water Balisk is finding it easier to pull Sepron out of the water, and right before the flying Balisk does do that, the water Balisk releases his grip off of Sepron and bites down onto the underside of his neck right here, tears as hard as he can, and using his fins to just, scrape at his mouth and jaw and eye. The flying Balisk pulls Sepron out, bleeding from all over his neck and face, as the water Balisk does one more jump up and bites down onto Sepron's snout and lower jaw and pulls him back down, making sure to pull him right down to the bottom of the depths, and then just continues to tear apart at that neck whilst the flying Balisk merges back into the water Balisk. They just keep... Balisk goes honestly crazy on Sepron's face and neck. Sepron can feel the light in his eye fading away, as he knows he's being mauled by a beast which is larger than him. But Sepron is, no matter how hard he tries trying to fight back, it doesn't seem to be working. Balisk had the advantage by being 2 up to 1, and Sepron has to accept the fact that he has let his series down, and now only, what, 2? 2, is it? I don't know. Knowing that there's one less person from Series 1, Beast from Series 1 left. So with that, Balisk has won, Sepron has lost. If you think Sepron should have won, please in the comments below why you think that. However, my word is final, and Balisk moving on to the next round. I'm sorry, Jack Griffin, I know you like Sepron, but 2 to 1. I'm afraid Sepron wasn't going to be able to do much there. I think in almost every way, Balisk actually outperformed Sepron. So I feel like Balisk actually had the victory under his belt. So I apologise, but that's how the tournament goes. I mean, to be fair though, Jack, I know Sepron's one of your favourite beasts, but if he's your favourite, then I apologise. But if we can relate to, you know, brighter times in the first tournament where, you know, a snake made of ice killed a giant wolf, those are good times. I wonder if Lucas is still upset with me about that. This tournament's where I make enemies, and I do not mind that at all. Right, so with Series 1 Beast remaining, Arcta, Tagus, and Nanook are already dead. Sepron has joined them now. I know Furno is in round 3. I think Epos is dead as well, but I do not remember. Hold on, bear with me, let me check. Okay, so I'm back again. So, what's left of Series 1, we have Furno moving on to round 3, already has, and Epos yet to fight in round 2. So, Sepron being in the top half of the beast remaining, that's still a good feat, so credit to you for Sepron. But yeah. And as for Series 8, Balisk moves on to round 3 with Cronus. And what's left of Series 3, round 3, and what's left of Series 8 to fight in round 2, it's Coron and Torno. Now, looking at knowing which beasts are left to fight for Series 8, I have high hopes for one of them, and the other one is the black sheep of the family. We already know which one that is for me. But looking at their matchups, though, I think both of them have their work cut out for who they're fighting. And looking at it now, I can't pick a winner between them. But yeah, Balisk is moving on to Series 8, so Series 8 still lives for now. And then, yeah. But yeah, that was the 100th battle of All Generation Battle of the Beasts. This is the longest tournament I've done, and when this tournament's done, I'm looking forward to doing smaller tournaments. Not saying I don't enjoy this one, but I mean, I started this tournament over a year ago, and I'm still doing it. Yes, I know I took some breaks in between, letting Lucas catch up, but catch up with the editing. But at this point, I don't know if Lucas is going to be able to catch up. Like, he done the thumbnails for round 1, which is what I asked for. At least he will catch up with editing when he has the time to, if he has the time to. As for everything else, I have no idea how long that's going to be. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on getting through this tournament when I can, as quick as I can. I'm not saying I don't enjoy doing this tournament. I do, but it's a long tournament. Like, I understand it was highly anticipated, so I'm not arguing that I have to do it, but it's a long tournament. That's what I'm going to say. But with that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a comment, definitely subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below, and join me in the next battle, which is battle number 101 against 2 more beasts from the old generation. Until then, peace out.